Week 1 of the NFL. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Vikings and the Eagles coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
As I remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia, he was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. And go in the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go. And now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got it. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. James Robinson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Smith. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Throwing now is Geno. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. On the punt, 2 on the return, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Cunningham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He finds Wilson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 36. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Sanders. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Once again with Sanders. And this time he is in. Miles Sanders. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. Well, 3 completions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the break, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On first down, Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season openers. Are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it is now 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our...
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught. It's Cunningham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action with Hurts. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Oh, lots of praise on this drive. Obviously, I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back. Possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. Let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it.
No, it's out. Smith lost it. It is picked up by the Eagles. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now here on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now Geno. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. CD, this defense, man. At this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A good pickup there at 22. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. And now out comes Minnesota. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Throwing on second and long. Smith finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Now it's Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And the Vikings now heading on to the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Geno now to throw.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Again, Smith. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. A good position to be in here, second and inches.
From the 50, it's Smith.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. Here's Smith.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
So it's a victory.